This is where we do our work, and there's a reason for why we do our work in the community. And that's because we really have a fundamental belief that human beings are social animals, and that what makes us most human is our socialness. And so keeping people integrated in the world should be a fundamental part of how we treat people when they're having psychiatric experiences.
You know, when we think about where we feel most comfortable, it's in our homes or our neighborhoods or our cities. And so, you know, why not allow somebody to become independent and empowered and flourish in the place where they feel comfortable. And so that's really what I love about community integration and really the work that I do is, you know, it doesn't have to just be four-wall therapy. You know, especially New York. New York is huge and there's so much to offer. So you're giving people the opportunity to kind of plant roots and really become resilient in real life. You know, I'd worked in case management before, and it was like once a week I would see somebody or twice a week, and you know, we'd spend like an hour and a half, and then it was like, that was it. Because that was just the structure of that kind of environment. But this is like, okay, let's really spend some time going through stuff.
I believe it's effective to treat clients in the community because we are all part of the community. Us as human beings, we're social, we want to belong. It's instinctual and it exists within us. And when somebody has a psychiatric experience that takes them away from that social aspect of our nature, it can be very damaging. So if you're doing therapeutic work within the community alongside with a clinician who can really kind of walk you through reintegrating, that can be a very powerful experience because it doesn't allow for one experience that stands out in my mind of doing something in the community was I took an oil painting class for several months along with a client of mine, and this was very enjoyable and transformative for the both of us.
Treating people in the community is a really different way of looking at things. I've worked in inpatient hospitals, etc., but really the thing that's important is allowing somebody to live their life fully. So if they're secluded in one spot rather than free in ours, it really makes a difference of allowing them to use life as treatment rather than just therapy, rather than just medications. So being in the community is a huge part of human life, and I think it's really important for all of our clients to be able to have that.
I think the Ellenhorn philosophy was founded on this principle of a hospital without walls. The idea being that we provide as comprehensive care as you would see it in a hospital, but it's in a person's community. And so that's what we're really modeling here. We're really emphasizing community reintegration. You can do other types of therapies on top of that depending on a person's needs.
I think what is so important about treating somebody in the community is that when somebody is in a hospital, it's a very false sense of reality. Even intensive outpatient settings are a false sense of reality. You're often with people that are experiencing severe symptoms, and you're struggling not only to think about yourself and work on yourself, but also those around you. And when you're treated in the community, you're able to rebuild a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, and a sense of community, which I think is incredibly important.
You know, we're there, we're witnessing, we're being part of, but they get to then take that and say, okay, this is something I can do, and I don't have to just be kind of condemned to one specific thing now. I actually have these options in my recovery. I have the ability to go do things in my recovery that provide me purpose and a sense of belonging and are just fun. You know, and at the end of the day, if the client's not enjoying their life and their recovery, then it's not effective. People need to get some enjoyment and some purpose out of it.
Community integration is the missing piece, really. I think that we often see folks who have the traditional 50-minute hour of therapy once a week and that's it, and they can't integrate or they're struggling in between. But this community integration piece where we're with you, we're side by side with you out in the world, we're not getting in the way of your life, we're with you in life. And I think that's an advantage of being with a PACT program, is that you can live your life and get treatment all at the same time.
the nurse on the team. And when I say nurse, I don't want you to think the inpatient setting or whatever picture you might have in your mind as a nurse, because the PAC nurse is very different than maybe anything you've ever experienced before. We really work with our clients within the community. We work with them in their homes. We work with them not only on their medical issues, but on just general wellness and spirituality and all other aspects surrounded around their goals. Approach in New York is